Hi everyone, my name is Marilene Quintana. I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and director of operation at eVisa Immigration. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about visitor visa, electronic travel authorization, and super visa. So you're going to understand the differences and what you need to apply for one of those. Before we start, please subscribe to our channel, click on the little bell right below so you can receive weekly notifications of our new videos, and please feel free to follow us on our social media including Facebook and Instagram, and also feel free to leave us a comment right below. Most travelers will need a visitor visa before traveling to Canada. You may also need a visitor visa if you have a connection flight, even though your final destination is not Canada. The Canadian visitor visa allows you to enter Canada for different purposes, such as tourism, visiting family or friends, or business meetings and trainings. You can also enter Canada to study a short program of studies as long as the duration is up to 6 months. So now let's talk about the eligibility to apply for a visitor visa. First, you need to have a passport that's valid for at least 6 months. We do recommend for you to renew your passport before applying because your visitor visa stamp usually will be valid until the validity of your passport. Once you apply for a visitor visa, you have to demonstrate that you have funds available for your stay. You may also need to prove that you don't have any criminal conviction and any irregular history regarding immigration in any other country. And you also need to convince the officer that you have ties to your home country, and then you are going to return to your home country by the end of your authorized period of stay. It is very important as well that you describe the purpose of your visit and everything that you are planning to do in Canada. The amount of money that you need to show in your application will depend on the purpose of your visa and how long you are planning to stay. If you cannot prove that you are able to meet all eligibility requirements, a visa officer may refuse your application. And you can also be refused by reasons of criminality, security, or health. Needless to say, if you provide any false or misleading information, your visa will also be refused, and in these cases, it will be very hard to reverse the decision. Something that's very important to clarify is that a visitor visa is a document issued to allow your entry to Canada. But if you want to extend your stay in Canada, you need to apply for an extension of status as a visitor. We see a lot of people making this mistake when trying to extend their stay. Instead of applying for extension of status in Canada, they actually apply for a new visitor visa. This is wrong. To extend your stay in Canada, you need to prepare an application to extend your status as a visitor and provide again the purpose of your extension and the money to cover your expenses without working in Canada. In your extension, it's very important for you to prove that you haven't done anything illegally, such as studying or working without authorization. Some countries have an agreement with Canada, and the nationals from these countries are allowed to apply for electronic travel authorization instead of a visitor visa. These travelers are considered safe travelers, and they don't need to prove money or provide documents to prove their purpose of entry. But once in Canada, people that entered with visitor visa or entered with electronic travel authorization must abide to the same rules regarding complying with the regulation and not staying longer than the period authorized for their stay. Most developed countries and European countries, for example, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, are eligible for the electronic travel authorization, which means they have a very simple pathway to apply for a visitor visa. The processing fee is very cheap and the processing time is almost instantly. So these are very good advantages to have. Either if you entered with a visitor visa or electronic travel authorization, you are allowed to stay for up to 6 months in Canada. But remember, it is up to the immigration officer that will meet at the time of entry to determine how long you can stay in Canada. They can make this time shorter or even refuse your entry to Canada at their own discretion. Something that's very important to say is that if you are planning to change your status from visitor to worker or student, you must exercise caution because in most regular scenarios, you are not allowed to do this change from within Canada. Your application must be sent outside Canada. So in order for you to plan accordingly and make sure you will be fit in these exceptions, you need to do a proper planning, and you can count with our team of specialists to assist you. So if that's your case, our email, it is in the description right below. Feel free to contact us to book a consultation. Now we are going to talk about the super visa. The super visa is a visa directed to parents or grandparents. If approved, a person that holds a super visa can enter Canada and stay in Canada for up to 2 years, which is different than the regular authorization, which is up to 6 months. In order to apply for a super visa, you need to be a parent or grandparent of a Canadian citizen or permanent resident of Canada. You must also have a letter from your child or grandchild inviting you to come to Canada and promising to cover all expenses during your stay. Your child and grandchild also needs to demonstrate that they have enough funds according to their last income taxes. In addition, parents and grandparents applying for a super visa needs to demonstrate that they have obtained an additional medical insurance that covers from their stay for up to 1 year, and that the coverage is of at least $100,000. That must be included at the time of application. Parents and grandparents applying for a super visa may need to do a medical exam, which means they need to be in good health and not have any chronic disease or something that needs a very expensive treatment, for example. It is very important to say that super visas must be applied from outside Canada. So it's a little bit more tricky if you come to Canada as a visitor and then want to change later for super visa. So that's why it's very important to plan. Visa Immigration can help you with both the visa application, super visa, and also with the additional health insurance that you need to apply. It is very important to say that super visa applications cannot include dependents, even they are minor. In this case, the dependents, you have to apply for the regular visa so they can accompany the parents or grandparents to Canada. If you are interested to have our support to apply or to obtain the medical insurance, get in contact with us. Our contact information is right below. I think I covered pretty much everything that's important for you to know, so I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and feel free to leave us a comment right below. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.